Dad and Larry would go spearfishing off the. We live, right off the beach. They just walk in and with their tanks, and back then there wasn't really any regulation. There was a regulation on how many fish you could spear, though.
All
And
right.
of course, Dad and Larry paid no attention to that. They got as many fish as they could get. And then when they'd start coming in, you'd see them like stand up, as they're coming up the beach because they just literally walked off the beach to dive, to scuba dive. And you could see them walk out to the beach, and me and I guess it was Kurt and his younger brother, what's his name? I don't know. We went running down and we'd grab some of the fish. They'd have the fish like on a line
Yeah.
through the gill, and we'd grab some of the fish. So when the game wardens came up, it looked like there were
You guys have
three,
caught some
four,
of them.
five of us had all those fish. And they looked at my dad and Larry, and they're the ones with the tanks on, the scuba diving tanks on. And then they looked at these little 3 and 4 year old, 5 year old little boys, a bunch of fish in their hand and no scuba tanks on. Plus there was a age, that you could spearfish at, and it wasn't 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
And they just look at my dad and just and they'd go on. They'd recognize Dad and Larry, and they'd just be like, whatever, and they'd just go on down
Yeah.
the beach. It was on
Probably not
horseback
want to
a lot,
chance
or
their
they were
arm.
on like some, yeah, or they were little dune buggies, and they just look and smile and shake their heads and whatever, Larry, whatever, Harley, catch as many fish as you want.